going to trace the lining vamp piece and the counter piece. The heel counter piece, I want to just check if the back side is nice and clean. I think it is. I'm gonna trace on this side. I'll start cutting this out. Just like the upper, I want to mark where my reference lines are. So I'm going to cut some, kind of like a stencil. I call it the eyelet, but then you can mistakenly call it eyelet, and some people might think it's like shoelace holes, you know? So let's say it is my reference markings. Okay. And for shiny side is actually the back side for the counter piece. So I'm going to trace where the line is, where I'm going to stitch, and my center mark. So I mark lines. This is my medial side, so I mark the M. That's where I'm going to stitch. That's where I'm going to underlay. I like to mark where my centers are. Okay, so this is my medial side. So on the last, medial side would go this way. The heel counter will come around this way with the fuzzy side towards your foot. And then this green piece will go over this way. Okay, let's assemble. So a lot of people ask about the side seams for linings. Does the front piece go over or the back piece go over? I personally like to skive the front piece nicely and have it overlap onto the suede. But the whole rule of thumb was when you're sliding your foot in, you don't want that ledge to you know, come up. So in that sense, it would be better if this goes over. But when you look into shoes and store-bought shoes, I personally haven't seen shoes with the suede on the top. You can totally tell me I'm wrong. But yeah, DM me if you see any shoes that's overlap this way. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to skive the side that I gave myself allowance. And I'm going to keep this side basically untouched, except for just the edge. I'm going to skive so that the corner is off, shaved off. Just slightly. This side, I'm going to skive. I can't make a mistake of something like this. I don't want that mistake to happen because this is the side that I'm going to see. So I'll be very careful. Looks nice and thin, but you see the fuzz a little bit that I created? I'm going to cut that off using my blade. So it's a nice and clean edge. Okay, I'm going to do the other side. That time it went really well. If you have a sharp blade, it helps. Oop, okay. Got it. This one is the bottom. It's a lasting allowance right there, so I'm not too worried here. This kind of fuzz you can cut off gently, super lightly. Okay. So my back piece would overlap at the slipper line right there. And you won't feel the edge at all right here.